from the campus of Southern Utah University for the 2A Boys Basketball State Championship in Cedar City tonight on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh as we get ready for the tip-off. Again, the non-starters, assistant coaches, and managers being announced now. So, Curtis, as you look at this game tonight, the keys you have for these two teams.
To me, I think a little different in a championship game. One of the coaches, I think Coach Priest talked about focus. Don't let this stage get too big for you. Can you run your sets and kind of just focus in on team goals and your teammates? Defense wins championships. Who's going to come out here and play elite defense for 30 minutes, 32 minutes? They're going to come away with the win. Can you control the glass? You can't give teams in championship play 2 and 3 shots at the basket. So I think that's going to be really important. Turnovers, and if you can do that and keep your focus here, the team that plays defense is going to win this title tonight.
Got two great teams matching up here in this one, and they have played great basketball over the last 2 days as Enterprise got a big win over Rockwell on Thursday, beat a very talented APA West Valley team yesterday by double digits, and now they come in here to the state championship tonight for North Summit. They had I think up to an 18-point lead against South Sevier on Thursday. The Rams came back to tie it at 62. North Summit able to get the win 66-63 over the Rams, and then yesterday, similar type of situation. They jumped out to a lead over Kanab. Kanab came fighting back, and North Summit holds on for the 50-47 win yesterday. So we've seen North Summit win two different ways. High-scoring game into the 60s, low-scoring game into the high 40s. And Enterprise is a team that we know they like to get up and down the floor, and they like to score. They're averaging 66 points per game. It's time now for the starting lineups. We'll go back and forth between the two teams. They will start first off with the visiting North Summit Braves, and we'll announce them as the PA announcer announces them, so you can see it on camera here at TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. For the North Summit Braves, here's Curtis Marsh.
North Summit tonight dressed in their road uniforms, and they're going to start Steele Vernon, number 4.
On the Enterprise Wolves side, wearing number 1 is a senior point guard, Brady Crouch.
They meet and shake hands here at center court. Number 12 for North Summit, that is Trevor Richens. He is a junior.
For the Enterprise Wolves, wearing number 5 is the man in the middle, a junior center, Trayson Whitman.
For for North Summit High School, number 20, a junior, Jake Smith.
Back to the Enterprise side, wearing number 12 is a senior shooting guard, Dax Hunt.
For North Summit, number 22, the big guy in the middle, Buck Sargent, a junior.
And for the Enterprise Wolves, also wearing number 22 is a senior guard, Trayson Randall.
And rounding out that starting 5 for North Summit, that's number 23, and that's McCason Pace.
And then finally for the Enterprise Wolves, wearing number 32 is a senior forward, Parker Holt. The Wolves are coached by Bud Randall, and the Braves are coached by Aaron Priest. North Summit comes in their road purples with the white and gold trim and gold letters and numbers. They'll be going right to left across your TV and computer screen. And the Enterprise Wolves in their home whites with the blue and gold trim, the blue letters and numbers across their jerseys. They will be going left to right to begin tonight's 2A Boys Basketball State Championship game.
Buck Sargent and Whitman right there in the circle. Right there at the big SUU Thunderbird Eagle.
Is it an eagle? It's
what do you call it?
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird. But I've never seen a Thunderbird, have you?
The tip is up. It'll be controlled by Whitman. Randall brings it across the timeline for the Wolves. Enterprise basketball.
Man-to-man defense for North Summit.
Crouch picks up his dribble, goes high post to Whitman. Nothing on the back door, hands off to Crouch. Pump fake on the shot, picks up his dribble, looks for some help. Now he's able to get it out to Randall. Picked up by Pace. Randall going to drive right side all the way to the rim. Bounces across to Whitman for the easy left side lay-in.
What a great pass. And when you put Buck Sargent on an island there, 1-on-2, that's where you run the risk of picking up a foul as well.
Right side high, Jake Smith. Enterprise strikes first. High post pass to Sargent. Got knocked away by Holt. Into the short corner and out of Vernon. Vernon, as he falls out of bounds, able to throw it out to Jake Smith. They swing it around to Pace on the T-Bird logo. Right side to Richens. High post to Sargent, guarded by Holt, backs him down, 14-foot fadeaway, air ball, rebound by Vernon underneath, and Parker Holt ties him up. jump ball, possession arrow, keep it with North Summit.
And, you know, you look at Vernon, he's just been that X factor in both the first two games for North Summit.
Yeah, he's been huge this weekend. Richens to inbound. Looking for Sargent, they lob into him, knocked away by Whitman, but Vernon picks it up. Dribbles left to right across the key to Richens, 15-footer from the elbow, knocks it down, we're tied at 2.
Couple opportunities, great pass. Richens knocks it down, we're tied.
Crouch will bring it up the floor, guarded tight by Jake Smith. Crosses over, crosses again, drives left side, puts up the 12-foot runner, off the glass, off the rim, no good, and a foul on the rebound will go on Brady Crouch, his first, team's first.
Yeah, and I thought Jake Smith did a great job. You know, his coach talked about as good a player as Crouch is, maybe trying to make him shoot some uncomfortable shots. That was a tough shot, little runner off the glass, good defense from Jake Smith.
Left side high, Pace has it for the Braves, goes out to Smith. Smith down inside at Buck Sargent drives, got blocked on the shot by Whitman, gets it right back and lays it up and in. North Summit has their first lead.
Yeah, Buck stayed resilient on that, cleaned it up. 21 rebounds in this tournament already in one game.
Right side Randall, hands short corner to Whitman, 17-footer short off the rim. Rebound tipped up by Hunt, rips it away from Pace. Pump fake, got Sargent in the air, puts it up off the glass, no good. But free throws coming for Dax Hunt.
Boy, good head fake from Dax Hunt. And that's a foul early on Sargent. We'll have to watch that because foul trouble could be key in this tournament, this game today.
Yes, it very well could. And you heard Coach Priest say that Buck Sargent does a lot better for them when he's on the floor than when he's off.
You know, you get that mentality of a shot blocker.
Dax Hunt just sneaks the first one over the front of the rim. Dax Hunt, great shooter for Enterprise.
Yeah.
Had several free throw misses late in the game yesterday, which was rare for him to happen. He did take a ball hard off his face right before those free throws as he goes around the rim and drops this one in to tie the game at 4.
80% on the year for Dax Hunt at the foul line.
Richens left side, hands off the Pace. Gives it up to Smith. On the T-Bird logo up top. To Richens, guarded by Hunt. Out to the wing to Vernon. Looking for Sargent, they lob it into him, makes the catch, puts it up, and got it to go. Buck Sargent with 4 points.
But what a tough shot. And one of the things that impresses me about Sargent is his hands. Ability to just go up and get the ball.
Crouch yo-yos, goes right wing to Hunt. Hunt crosses, looks to drive in against Richens, got inside of him, drift pass over to Randall in the short corner, to the wing to Crouch. Crouch dribbles in and gets fouled by Vernon as he brought down both hands.
Talk about that a lot with your hands that way. He made the official, forced him into making that call. Didn't need to do it right there.
First foul on Vernon, second team foul. Randall to inbound. Gets it into Crouch. Crouch crosses, going to drive on Smith, goes left wing to Randall, pump fake, nothing there, hands it off to Crouch, down the lane to Whitman, faces up, spins on Sargent, puts it up, and got it to go. What a finish by Trayson Whitman.
And I like the mentality. You got one foul on Sargent. Let's kind of put him on an island and take it to the rim.
6-6 your score. Up top Smith. Hands it off to Vernon. Fake right, looking to drive left. Pull up 15-footer from the free throw line. Off the rim, no good. Holt with the rebound, saves it into Brady Crouch.
Boy, and that's an effort rebound by Holt.
Crouch up the floor. Right wing to Hunt, wide open, 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound, Whitman has it in the short corner. Back to Hunt. Pump fake on the shot, dribbles in the lane, slices through, puts it up over the front of the rim and in. Dax Hunt with 4 points. Enterprise goes back in front.
Great confidence, missed the 3, go back, bet on yourself and get it to the rim.
8-6 Enterprise leads. Right wing Sargent, up top Smith. He's left wide open. High arch on the straightaway 3. Off the rim, off the glass and in. Jake Smith with his first basket.
Boy, big shot. Doesn't shoot a lot of three-point shots, but boy, what a tough, mentally strong, focused kid.
He had a big 3 yesterday as well for the Braves. They lead at 9-8 in this 2A boys state championship. Off the screen, Crouch steps into a 3 from the right wing. Off the front of the rim, no good. Richens the rebound for North Summit. He'll push the pace the other way. Got dug in by Holt and a foul called on Parker Holt.
One of those calls, if it doesn't trip him up, they let it go. Talked about Smith and Jake Smith, quarterback, and really good option quarterback up there. Unfortunately got hurt this year, but was able to come back and play great basketball.
Right wing Vernon. Comes up top to Smith, left wing Richens, guarded by Hunt. Underneath to Vernon in the short corner, going to drive baseline, cut off by Whitman, fades away from 8 feet, air ball. Holt the rebound for the Wolves.
Second rebound for Holt for Enterprise.
Right wing Crouch. Works way to the top. They redirect, behind the back dribble, going to drive in the lane, pump fake, tries to go to the side to Holt, threw it at his feet, picked up by Pace. Enterprise turnover there first. Up ahead to Jake Smith, driving in, puts it up, off the glass, no good, but a foul called, and free throws coming for Jake Smith.
Yeah, took it to Dax Hunt. Dax Hunt picks up the foul. Jake will go to the foul line.
It's the first on Hunt, third team foul.
Jake doesn't get to the foul line a lot, just 56 attempts coming into today's championship game.
First free throw off the front of the rim, no good. 3:38 to go in quarter number one, 9-8 your score, 3 lead changes, 3 ties already in this game. Second free throw, good. Smith with 4 points.
2-point lead for North Summit right now, 10-8.
Brady Crouch walks it across the timeline. Picked up by Smith. Hands off right wing to Hunt. Hunt to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Looks for Randall. Now he's able to shovel it over to him on the T-Bird logo. Off to Crouch. Off the screen by Holt. Hesitation dribble. Picks it up. Bounces to the wing to Hunt. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna drive it at the right hand. Bounces across to Whitman. 10-footer on the baseline. Nothing but net. Tie game.
Soft little jump shot there, 10 feet away, and here we go, back and forth.
3 minutes to go in that first quarter.
Zone defense right now, Enterprise.
Right wing Sargent, up top to Pace, left wing Richens. Dribbles in the lane, puts it up, off the back of the rim, no good, wanted to foul, didn't get it. Rebound to Enterprise. Crouch goes right wing to Randall. Up top Hunt, gonna drive the lane right side, gets tripped up on the drive, and a traveling violation called as 3 players hit the floor, and McCason Pace is slow to get up.
Yeah, he's grabbing that left ankle, Robert. That does not look good at all.
Yep. Coach Priest immediately came out to tell him, hey, don't try to do anything. Trainer came out with him. You hope he's okay. As he looked at McCason Pace, one of the seniors on this North Summit team. They don't have a lot of seniors, just the 2, McCason Pace and Still Vernon.
Cason, young man, averaging close to 5 a game, but plays great defensive role for the Braves, and we hope he's okay.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of contact there, but both teams going for it, and
they're going to bring into the game for Pace will be Tate Richens, and he does come to his feet, and he'll walk off the floor with some assistance, but he is putting some weight on that left leg, which is good to see.
Hopefully we'll see McCason back in this game.
So again, it'll be Tate Richens that comes into the game for him. We're tied at 10, 2:39 to go in the first quarter between Enterprise and North Summit in this boys 2A state championship game.
Tied at 10.
Up the floor comes Trevor Richens. Play call comes from Coach Priest. Again, a 2-3 zone by Enterprise. Right wing Smith. Into the corner to Richens. That's Trevor. Back out to Smith. Up top Vernon. To the wing to Smith. High post to Tate Richens. Short corner to Sargent. Looks to drive in as he lowers the shoulder, puts up the sky hook, round the rim, falls off. Parker Holt the rebound.
And Parker's been big on the boards for the Wolves.
Up ahead to Hunt. Hunt has a lane, drives in, pump fake, got him in the air, puts it up, no good, hard air ball, and the rebound knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by North Summit, Enterprise ball.
Good call, good defense. North Summit did a good job getting back. A little slow at first, but closed hard.
Crouch to inbound on the baseline, 2:06 to go in the quarter in a tie ball game. Left corner Randall to the wing to Whitman. Up top to Hunt. Now to Crouch on the wing. Curls down the lane. Puts up the 12-foot runner. Off the rim. Got the bounce. Brady Crouch puts Enterprise back in front.
Boy, what a tough shot. Leaning in the air. Soft. Got the roll.
First points of the game for Crouch. 12-10 Wolves. Right side high with it is Vernon. Lobs in for Sargent. Backside help. Got there late, and Sargent with the easy lay-in.
Yeah, you can't take him one-on-one. You need to get that help rotation sooner.
Parker Holt driving the lane. Wave off the shot. It was blocked by Sargent, but a foul called first on Tate Richens. That'll be his first, team's third. Enterprise basketball on the baseline. They stacked 4 high ball side. Lob left wing to Whitman. Out to Hunt. Looking for Crouch. They get it to him. Turn around 14-footer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound bouncing around, and Smith has it for the Braves. Down the floor to Richens. That's Trevor. Crosses over. Crosses again. Drives the lane. Scoop with the right hand. And scored over the front of the rim.
Yeah, bobbing and weaving. Went between players. Nobody stopped him.
Now pass up ahead. Still Vernon jumps the passing lane and takes it away to Smith. Knocked away from behind by Hunt, and Hunt gets it right back.
And the
An
official
goes down, but back comes Dax Hunt. Left side short corner to Whitman. Slaughtered out of bounds by Vernon. To the roar of the North Summit crowd. Enterprise ball on the baseline.
Good sportsmanship that time as Trayson Randall goes over and gives his condolences to the official. Took a shot.
We've already seen 2 officials get injured during this tournament.
Yeah, we saw one earlier today take one on the chin, literally.
Jackson Hyatt into the game for Parker Holt for the Wolves. Crouch to inbound. Left wing to Hyatt, wide open, 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good, missed it short. Vernon the rebound for the Braves. Now Buck Sargent's gonna bring it down the floor, loses the handle on it, able to regather it. Up top to Richens, crosses over, spins, gonna drive right side, kick to the wing to Vernon. Deep 3, short off the rim. Rebounds on the ground, Richens dives for it, that's Tate Richens, and he'll be tied up. What are they gonna call?
Is he calling timeout?
They are going to call timeout, it looks like. So a timeout will be called with 43.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is North Summit 14, Enterprise 12 in the boys 2A state championship on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Bark is an app that helps families manage every aspect of their children's digital lives. Worried about your 12-year-old stumbling upon something harmful or inappropriate? With Bark, you can block sites and apps. Bark runs in the background, scanning your child's digital activities, and sends you an alert if it detects something you need to know about. While there are lots of options out there, Bark's approach to online safety is one of a kind. You've got this, and Bark's got your back.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Coming out of the Braves timeout, Trevor Richens inbound, goes high post to Vernon. Vernon goes left to right, back to Richens, wide open straightaway 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound battled for, Sargent gets it, he goes back up, no good, but free throws coming for Buck Sargent.
Second chance opportunities, Sargent on the rebound. And unfortunately a foul for Trayson Whitman, just his first.
His first, team's 4th here in the first quarter. Buck Sargent struggled a little from the free throw line yesterday. Has an opportunity here to get going early.
Talk about getting going early, the rhythm of foul shooting, and misses it.
Off the rim on that one. Tad Williams into the game for North Summit. Crew Evans for Enterprise. Randall comes out for the Wolves. And Williams is going to be going in for the shooter. So
good opportunity to get Sargent out and extended with the break at the end of the first. He'll get extended minutes.
Free throw is in and out. Rebound to Whitman. Up the floor comes Brady Crouch. Shot clock turned off. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-12 North Summit in this boys 2A state championship. Crouch will just hold and allow the clock to wave down. Now Coach Priest telling Jake Smith to go get him. Crouch crosses over, dribbles in, takes a bump, goes right side to Whitman. Whitman going to go right to left. Up top he goes to Hyatt. To the corner to Evans. He'll rise for 3. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound by Richens. And throws it up to Vernon. They will not get a shot off. And at the end of 1 in the boys 2A state championship, it's number 5, North Summit 14, number 3, Enterprise 12 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, Sanpete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center in Cedar City. Enterprise basketball down 2 to start the second quarter to North Summit. Brady Crouch dribbles in, 8-footer on the right side, off the rim, no good. Hyatt the rebound on the baseline. Comes back out to Crouch, splits the double team and draws the foul. It'll be Enterprise basketball on the baseline.
Put Tad Williams on Brady Crouch defensively.
That'll go on Tate Richens, his second, team's first this quarter. Jake Smith got a little breather. He's going to come back into the game now for Still Vernon. Inbounding is Crouch. 4 stacked ball side high. Out to Hyatt. He'll bring it up top. Over to Randall. Left wing Crouch. Back to Randall. Back to Crouch on the left wing. Deep 3 on the way. Nothing but net. The lead goes back to the Wolves.
Shooting 40% on the season is Crouch. Shot he didn't shoot a lot of last year, Robert.
No. Right wing Williams. Into the corner he goes to Richens. Lobs in for Sargent. Lost his footing and a reach-in foul called. Will it be free throws or on the ground? It will be free throws. Foul will go on Brady Crouch. That'll be his second, team's first this quarter.
This is where Sargent has to hit these foul shots, and because he's going to go there a lot. He goes there a lot every game. Just his physicality gets him there.
Yes, it does, and he gets the bounce at the front of the rim on that one. 7 points for Sargent. That ties the game at 15. Dax Hunt back in for Crew Evans for the Wolves. Second free throw from Sargent, short on the rim, and the rebound goes to Hunt. Enterprise has it. Up the floor to Randall. Out to Hunt. Left wide open, three-pointer on the way. Off the front of the rim, off the glass, no good. And a tie-up on the rebound as bodies hit the floor. It'll be North Summit basketball.
Great effort that time. Get guys going for the basket, going for the rebound hard. And
Still Vernon back into the game for Tate Richens. McCason Pace hasn't come back in yet, but he is sitting on the bench now instead of being worked on by the trainer. Richens goes left wing to Sargent. No cutters. They go right wing to Richens. Up top, Vernon. Pump fake, get a drive right side, puts up the runner, off the glass, offensive foul. Wave off the shot as Jackson Hyatt draws the charge, and Hyatt hit the back of his head hard. Slow to get up.
And no question, great job from Hyatt. Took the punishment, but boy, he took some punishment there.
Yeah, he's going to come out of the game. They'll bring Crew Evans in for him. The foul on Vernon is his second. Team's the second this quarter.
Great defensive effort that time by Hyatt, taking the punishment.
Jackson Hyatt, we've seen games where he's played a lot this year, seen games where he hasn't played much at all. Depending upon those matchups, he got valuable state tournament action last year when Brady Crouch got the shoulder injury, and Hyatt ended up replacing him as point guard in that state tournament up at Slick. Now Trayson Whitman off the glass on the spin, gets it to go. What a finish.
What a finish on that left side. Enterprise up 2.
17-15. Neither team has led by more than 2 here in the game. We've had 6 lead changes and 6 ties. Right wing Sargent. Step back, long 2 with his foot on the line. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Brady Crouch. Up ahead to Evans. In the left corner, he'll rise for the transition 3. In and out. Sargent the board for the Braves. And he throws it out in front for Richens, and Richens just able to run it down to the sideline. Weaves his way through traffic. Him and Whitman get tied up, and Whitman will draw the block foul.
Kind of got on an angle, stepped into it, and what a great effort by Richens to control that outlet pass from Sargent, because it was errant.
Parker Holt into the game for Trayson Whitman, who picked up his second team foul on Enterprise this quarter. They lob to Sargent, backing down Holt. One dribble, puts the shot, no good, missed it short, and a foul on Buck Sargent coming into the back of Parker Holt. That'll be the second on Sargent.
Boy, both big guys with 2 fouls, and good job Parker Holt boxing out after the missed shot.
Holt very well could be an X factor with that big guy matchup because of the physicality and the size he brings to the game for Enterprise.
Yeah, we've seen him play big in some games this year.
Up the floor comes Crouch, guarded by Smith. Crouch crosses, picks up his dribble, hands out to Hunt. Hunt tries to curl in, nothing there. Comes out to Evans. Evans off the screen, goes right wing to Crouch. Fake right, shovels it back over to Randall, top of the key. Left wing, Hunt. Guarded by Richens. Crosses, going to drive in. And he'll draw the foul on Trevor Richens. That'll be his first, team's fourth this quarter.
He got past Richens, got into the paint.
Tate Richens comes into the game for Buck Sargent. And we'll have a timeout called by Coach Randall. 5:16 to go in the half in this 2A Boys State Championship. Enterprise 17, North Summit 15 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
As we come out of the timeout, Enterprise basketball on the baseline, 4 around the key in a box set. Crouch to inbound. To the wing to Randall. Pump fake. Dribbles in past Smith. Kicks it out to Evans. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. High bounce. And it's Hunt that comes away with it. Has it stripped though by Vernon. And it's picked up by Richens. Back the other way comes North Summit. Richens slows down to the free throw line. Right wing to Smith. Driving baseline. Step back 8-footer. Knocks it down. Tie game at 17.
Boy, we just go back and forth. Lead changes and nobody getting up more than 2.
And now Trayson Randall has the ball knocked away. It's on the ground. Both teams dive for it. It'll be a jump ball, which will keep it with Enterprise.
Good defensive effort. North Summit going after the ball there.
17-17 your score in this boys 2A state championship. Crouch to inbound. 4 stacked high, ball side. Left wing to Hunt, into the corner to Crouch. Pump fake, dribbles in, 15-footer on the baseline, too hard. Rebound tipped up by Holt, and it's taken away by Richens. Richens falls to the floor, but kept his dribble alive. Brings it back up.
Good athletic move, dribbling on his knee.
Williams off the screen. Right side high to Smith. Out to Richens. Gonna drive left. Gets cut off by Hunt, and there was really no defensive pressure on him as he was expecting it. Misses the shot. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Enterprise. North Summit ball on the baseline. Coach Randall not happy about the call.
Now, Richens had to turn his back almost on that shot.
One official's talking to Coach Randall, and they inbound the ball while he was engaged with Coach Randall. Wasn't even watching the play. Smith right side, guarded by Crouch. 2 seconds in the shot clock to Vernon. Deep 3, air ball, and that'll be a shot clock violation on the Braves.
Crowd letting them have it with air ball, right? You hear that universally.
Crowds never miss the opportunity.
They never miss it, you know.
Brady Crouch will bring it up.
I've seen teams do it to their own team.
Crouch yo-yos. Crosses over on Smith. Backs out. Crosses again. Looks to drive left. Got cut off. Hands it off to Randall on the logo. Down to 13 seconds on the shot clock. Hands off back to Crouch. Down to 10. He'll back out. Smith comes with him. Down to 7. Off the screen by Holt. Drives right side. Jump stop. Nothing there. Has to put it up. The shot blocked out of bounds by Richens. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Enterprise basketball on the baseline.
Got to be impressed with Jake Smith and that matchup defensively. Pushing Enterprise deep into the shot clock.
McCason Pace comes back into the game for the Braves. Good to see him out there as Williams leave. And Segmiller into the game for the first time for the Wolves as Evans leaves. Crouch to inbound. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Lobs in for Hunt. Hunt makes the catch, has to put it up at the horn. No good off the rim. And a rebound to Holt. A whistle blew, but they shouldn't have.
No, because
They're
hit the
blowing
rim.
a shot clock violation, but it hit the rim. Holt had the rebound.
So they're going to have to give this ball to Enterprise side up, right?
You would think so, or they'll call a jump ball. North Summit's trying to shake shot clock violation, but it hit the rim. It doesn't matter. Ball was in the air when the horn sounded. That's what the Enterprise crowd is saying.
They're going to jump it up.
They will call jump ball, and that'll give it to North Summit. Now, the ball was clearly in the air when the horn sounded, and if it hits the rim, it doesn't matter if the horn goes off. Both teams are booing on that one. North Summit wanted the shot clock violation. Enterprise wanted the ball.
So North Summit basketball right now, all knotted up at 17. Both big guys on the bench right now, Robert. Whitman and Buck Sargent.
3:26 to go in the half. Here comes Trevor Richens. Picked up by Hunt. He's going to spin against him. Drives right side, jump stop on the low block, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Vernon with a putback, no good. Segmiller pulls it down for the Wolves.
Good effort that time by Vernon, almost got it to fall.
Right wing Crouch, off the screen by Holt. He missed Segmiller wide open underneath. Now they go to Holt, over Smith. Offensive foul called on Parker Holt. Wave off the shot.
When you talked about Colton Segmiller, went to the basket on that left side wide open for a minute. You know, Holt has a great opportunity right now with his physicality and his size with Sargent out to make that happen, but great defensive position for North Summit.
With it is Smith. Hands off to Richens. That's Tate. Right side now to Trevor Richens. And a reach-in foul will be called on Parker Holt. So back-to-back fouls picked up by Holt, and that gives him his third foul. That's the fourth team foul this quarter.
Both teams will be shooting the rest of the quarter.
Smith inbounds to Trevor Richens, guarded by Hunt. Bounces left side high to Vernon. Defense sagging. He thought about the deep three. Instead goes up top to Smith. Right wing Trevor Richens. Dribbles in against Holt. Spins against him. Kicks to the corner to Vernon. Vernon dribbles into the left hand. All the way to the rim. Off the glass. Offensive foul called. Wave off the shot as Trayson Randall draws the charge. And still Vernon has picked up his third foul.
Wow, great position by Dax Hunt.
Buck Sargent and Trayson Whitman both coming back into the game for their teammates who leave with three. Holt for Enterprise and Vernon for North Summit.
That's the third charge in this game, and that's what happens. You play good defense, sacrifice your body.
Brady Crouch brings it up. Goes right wing to Randall. Underneath to Whitman. Baby hook of the left hand. Got it to go. 19-17 Enterprise.
And with two fouls, both guys just got to get their hands straight up.
The offense for both teams had stalled. You bring the big guys back in. Immediate offense right now for Enterprise. See if Buck Sargent and North Summit can counter. Smith off the screen, crosses over, drives the lane, puts up the runner off the glass, too hard. Hunt the rebound for the Wolves.
Chance to extend more than a 2-point lead. We haven't seen it either way much.
Nope, not at all. Each team's largest lead is 2. Right wing Hunt. He'll lob in for Whitman, makes the catch, puts it up, no good off the bottom of the backboard and the rim. Rebound to Sargent.
Yeah, and pace back help gave a little bit of assistance to Sargent.
Richens goes to the right junction to Sargent. 16-footer is good, and we're tied back up at 19.
127. Big players making big plays for both teams.
Crouch walks it across the timeline for the Wolves. Left wing Segmiller. Up top to Whitman. Right wing Hunt. Nothing inside. It comes out to Randall. Off the screen for 3. Nothing but net. Trayson Randall with his first points. And it's the largest lead of the game. And now at 3 for the Wolves.
So he got his feet set, extended. Great shot for Trayson.
22-19 in this boys 2A state title game. Trevor Richens drives right side down the lane, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Whitman. Going the other way is Crouch. 1-on-3, steps into a transition 3, off the rim, no good. And the rebound to Pace for the Braves.
44 seconds. North Summit kind of dodged a bullet there.
Smith goes right wing to Sargent. Guarded by Segmiller, up top to Pace. Drives right, spins in the lane. Left-hand hook shot off the glass and in. What a shot by McCason Pace.
Yeah, we thought maybe we were going to lose him. Comes back in a left-handed shot, kind of a hook shot.
Up the floor comes Enterprise. They'll hold for the final shot with the shot clock turned off. 16 seconds to go in the half. Dax Hunt dribbles right side. North Summit wanted to carry, but has kept his hand on top of the ball. Hunt drives in, out to Randall, straight away three, knocks it down. Trayson Randall with back-to-back triples. It's a 4-point Enterprise lead. Richens from half court, off the glass, no good. And now the horn sounds, and through 2 quarters of play in this boys 2A state championship, it's number 3 Enterprise at 25, number 5 North Summit 21. We've got your Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University at the boys basketball 2A state championship game. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. At the half, the Enterprise Wolverines entertaining the crowd. We'll now then get to see the North Summit, or it should be the Enterprise cheerleaders. Then we'll go to the North Summit side of things with the Saunas and their state champion cheerleading team. So that'll be coming up here for the entertainment at halftime here at the America First Event Center. But in the game, Enterprise 25, North Summit 21 at the break. Curtis, your takeaway from this first half.
Back and forth. The real only breathing room was at the end of that second quarter when when Randall caught fire. Back-to-back threes, kind of the difference right here, right?
Yeah.
Because it was 2-point back and forth, tied at 17, tied at 19. But a little bit of run on the 2 back-to-back threes from Randall.
Yeah, big threes there for Trayson Randall. We talked about him earlier this weekend being a very unselfish player. Does a lot of things for Enterprise, but when they need him to score baskets, he can do it.
But he got the shot, left him open, and I wouldn't have left him open the second time because he looked good on both of them, but very competitive first half.
Yes, it was. Let's look at our first half stats. First half for Enterprise as they have the halftime lead. 10 points from Trayson Whitman, the only player in double figures in the game. 6 points for Trayson Randall, 5 for Brady Crouch, and Dax Hunt has a 4 point for the Wolves. As a team, they're just 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Dax Hunt making both of those, and then I have them with just 5 first half turnovers.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, very solid. Then you look at the stats for the North Summit Braves. They are led by Buck Sargent, 9 points in the first half, 6 points for Jake Smith, 4 for Trevor Richens, and 2 for McCason Pace. As a team, they are 2 for 6 from the free throw line in this first half, and I have them with just 4 first half turnovers.
If foul shooting may be a little bit of an Achilles heel for North Summit, and they're getting there, they need to capitalize on that. And but great first half of basketball. Defensive pressure was, both teams giving everything they got. You pick up 3 charges, in a game. That's pretty rare with the guys play. Yep. But and both teams taking care of the basketball pretty well.
Yes, they are. 7 or 8 combined, or 9 combined turnovers, but 3 of those are charges. So you look at 6 turnovers outside of the player control fouls. The other stats, Enterprise with 3 3-pointers in the first half compared to 1 for North Summit. There were 6 lead changes and 8 ties in the first half. North Summit's largest lead was 2. Enterprise's largest lead is where we sit right now at 4 points, 25-21 here at the break. And again, a very competitive first half. The other stat to look at, foul trouble. For Enterprise, 3 for Parker Holt, 2 for Brady Crouch, 2 for Trayson Whitman. For North Summit, 3 for Still Vernon, 2 for Buck Sargent, and 2 for Tate Richens.
And that still could be a headline for tomorrow's news, depending on how that plays out and who manages that the best, because game plans go away if you don't have game players on the floor. And the one foul from Buck Sargent and the foul from Trayson, the second, both of them kind of unnecessary fouls.
Yeah.
On the one, Parker Holt, good block out on Buck Sargent, just back away. And on Whitman, just kind of reached in to stop the dribble drive and tried to pick up a charge. But both of them didn't need those fouls.
Yeah. Once again at the break of 25-21, Enterprise leads North Summit in this boys 2A state championship game. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. They applaud the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line with Jones and DeMille Engineering. A 4-point Enterprise lead. We've got 16 minutes to go in this state title game from the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University in Cedar City. We'll take a break and come back and get you ready for the second half next on Team Hive Live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE Pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Bark is an app that helps families manage every aspect of their children's digital lives. Worried about your 12-year-old stumbling upon something harmful or inappropriate? With Bark, you can block sites and apps. Bark runs in the background, scanning your child's digital activities, and sends you an alert if it detects something you need to know about. While there are lots of options out there, Bark's approach to online safety is one of a kind. You've got this, and Bark's got your back.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University as we get ready for the second half with Enterprise leading North Summit 25-21. Any keys you see for the second half here, Curtis?
Well, I think a lot of them are the same, but one of the things is managing the foul situation right now. You know, you got to get your elite players on the floor, continue to play great elite defense. North Summit got to produce at the foul line.
1-4 high for the Enterprise Wolves. They have the basketball to start the second half. Dax Hunt pulls up 15-footer on the baseline off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound is still Vernon for the Braves. The starters on the floor for each team. For North Summit, that's Trevor Richens, Jake Smith, Still Vernon, Buck Sargent, and McCason Pace. And for Enterprise, Trayson Whitman. And now Buck Sargent drives, lost the basketball, gets it back on the baseline, out to Vernon. Deep three on the way, high arch, knocks it down. Still Vernon with his first basket, and it's a 1-point game.
Boy, he's just been both games coming into this just lights out.
Randall drives in, puts it up off the glass, no good. He'll go back up and gets it to go. Trayson Randall with 8.
And, you know, if you're North Summit, you got to keep Buck Sargent down and know when to go up and block that shot.
Now we'll give you those Wolves starters. Brady Crouch, Dax Hunt, Trayson Whitman, Trayson Randall, and Parker Holt. Sargent dribbles right side, 15-footer as he kind of fades away, no good. Rebound to Brady Crouch for the Wolves.
North Summit gets back defensively and Crouch pulls up.
On the left wing, off the screen by Whitman. 15-footer on the baseline, off the back of the rim, no good. Holt the rebound, back up, off the glass and in. Parker Holt with his first points.
Boy, that could have been a foul there.
Yeah, North Summit crowd wanted it as Vernon went to the floor behind Holt, or in front of Holt.
Looked like one to me, but play on.
Richens lobs high post to Sargent. Back to Richens, he'll step into a deep three, short off the rim, and Randall the rebound for the Wolves.
Chance to extend that lead up 5.
29 for Enterprise. They lob inside for Holt, and a foul will be called on Still Vernon. That will be his 4th. Big foul there for the Braves.
Boy, and having him off the court just is tough. I mean, we got to 2 quarters of basketball.
Yeah. He's been a huge player for him all weekend long. Not happy about it as he goes to the bench. Randall wide open, corner 3 off the inbounds pass, round the rim and drops it in. His 3rd triple of the game, and he has a game-high 11, 8-point Enterprise lead.
Every championship game you have somebody that steps up. Right now it's Randall.
Buck Sargent going to drive the lane right side, scoop with the right hand, no good. Foul called on Parker Holt. He picks up his 4th, and Sargent will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's a big foul. Biggest lead of the game right now for Enterprise. Segmiller back in for Holt.
Not yet, though.
Did we make him check in properly?
So, free throw, right. So he's got to wait one. Update on the 3A state title game between South Summit and Judge Memorial. 4:15 to go in the half in that one. They're tied at 28. First one for Sargent. Got it to the bounce off the front of the rim. He has 10 points. Now Segmiller into the game for Holt.
A little bit of that depth on display for Enterprise.
Second free throw, good. Sargent makes them both. Big free throws, he has 11. It's a 3-point game, a 6-point game, 32-26 Enterprise.
Well, the first two games, North Summit's been ahead and other teams have caught them. Right now they're playing from behind for the first time.
Yes. Right side, high Crouch. Dribbles into the left hand, goes left wing to Randall, and he gets poked away by Pace, but a reach-in foul will be called. So McCason Pace picks up his first, team's second.
Tried to pick his pocket, little reach. California defense there. Trayson Randall right now, he is going to attract a crowd right now from North Summit.
Up top, Crouch on the logo. Crosses, going to drive into the left hand, gets in the lane, pump fake, underneath pass to Segmiller. He'll bounce across the key to Whitman, puts it up in traffic, off the glass and in. Whitman now with 12.
Great interior passing for the Wolves. Up 8, 34-26 Enterprise.
Left side of the high post to Sargent. Ball got tipped by Randall. Crouch runs it down, driving in, off the glass and in, over the front of the rim. Crouch with 7.
What a shot. What a shot. Off a turnover.
10-point Enterprise lead. The Wolves crowd is on their feet. Timeout called by Coach Priest with 5:09 in the third quarter. Enterprise 36, North Summit 26 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. A 10-point Enterprise lead. Big start of the second half for the Wolves, Curtis.
Yeah, great jump off that, come up first possession, but that turnover, a big one, is Crouch took it right down and scored on transition basket, and 10-point lead for the Wolves right now.
Double screen for Trevor Richens, picks it up on the right side, lobbing in for Sargent, who got kept out of the key. Great defense by Trayson Randall. Enterprise the other way. Dax Hunt left side, off the glass, no good. He goes down to the floor, landed awkwardly. Richens lands awkwardly, and they're both able to come to their feet, but Dax Hunt will go to the line to shoot 2.
Tough foul.
Foul will be on Trevor Richens. That is his second. Team's second this quarter. First free throw since early in the first quarter for Enterprise.
Dak's a great foul shooter, but it seems like every time he shot one in the tournament, it's come after taking a hard fall.
Short off the rim on that one.
Coach Randall saying, get your legs underneath you.
Second free throw, that one is good. 5 points now for Dax Hunt, and it's an 11-point Enterprise lead, under 5 to go in quarter number 3.
Big minutes right now for North Summit. Don't let this one get away from you.
Pick and roll with Buck Sargent, able to make the catch through the hands, off the glass, round the rim, and it falls off. Free throws, though, coming for Sargent, as Dax Hunt will pick up his second foul. Second team foul on the Wolves this quarter.
Almost got that 2-and-1 there as the shot almost fell.
So Buck Sargent is 3 for 6 in the charity stripe in the game. Steps up there again. First free throw, good.
The last 2 he's looked real good on, Robert.
Yeah, much better looking today than yesterday.
Yeah. The first one he shot, he kind of thought it was short and he stepped in, got the bounce, but right now he's just stroking it good.
Tad Williams into the game for McCason Pace for the Braves. Sargent makes that one as well. 13 points now for Sargent for a game high. 37-28 Enterprise, 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Crouch brings it up. Hesitates, going to drive left side all the way down the lane. Scoop off the glass, got it to go. What a finish for Brady Crouch.
Yeah, pretty well defended. Just good defense and better offense for Crouch.
11-point Enterprise lead. Right wing to Smith. To the corner to Richens. Lobs high post to Sargent, back to Richens. Looking to drive baseline, gets inside, slices through the defense, and gets the finish off the glass.
Yeah, that's a great description of that, slicing and dicing.
Left wing Randall to Hunt. High post to Whitman, 17-footer on the way, missed it short, long rebound. Sargent nearly lost it out of bounds, but Richens is there to grab it. Up ahead to Smith, and then he gets tied up by Randall. Jump ball will be called. It'll stay with North Summit. Coach Priest doesn't like the quick whistle on the jump ball.
Good defensive effort, North Summit. For Enterprise to stop the break from Smith.
Richens to inbound, 4 around the Keena box set. But let's see, first do we have a timeout? Coach Randall was calling his defense, and the official inadvertently thought it was a timeout call. So it'll be North Summit basketball on the baseline. Down 9. Richens inbounding. Throws it out up top for Williams. Left wing Richens. Free throw line extended. Crosses over, drives left. Stops in the blocked and foul call. That'll be on Dax Hunt. That'll be his third. And the third team foul this quarter as Richens goes back to the free throw line.
Good aggressive move from Richens, and Richens are really solid at the foul line for North Summit on the year. Shooting 67%, 91 out of 136, and he misses the first.
Yes, he does. Drew Evans into the game for Dax Hunt, who leaves with those 3 fouls. Second one for Richens, too hard. Whitman the rebound for the Wolves. Still a 9-point Enterprise lead, 39-30. Hesitation dribble by Crouch, cut off on the drive. He'll come back out and set up the offense. Right side high to Randall. Back to Crouch on the logo, left wing to Evans. High post to Segmiller, 15-footer, high arch, nothing but net. Colton Segmiller gets the first bench points of the game for either team.
Boy, that's unusual to championship game, but big shot for Segmiller.
Left wing Williams. Up top Richens. Right wing Williams. In the corner to Richens. Lobs inside for Sargent. Makes the catch. Puts it up. Missed it short off the glass. Whitman the rebound for the Wolves. Up ahead to Segmiller. Left side. Scooping up. Got it to go. And the foul. What a finish for Colton Segmiller and the chance of the old-fashioned three-point play.
Boy, heavily contested. Segmiller comes in, scores 4 unanswered points for the Wolves. Chance to make it 5.
The foul on McCason Pace is his fourth team foul on the Braves. It's a 13-point Wolves lead. This is the largest of the game. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Deep breath from Segmiller. Free throw is up and good. He has 5 straight, and Coach Randall calls a timeout with 3:01 to go in the third quarter in the 2A Boys State Championship. Enterprise 44 and North Summit 30 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
3:01 to go in the third quarter as we come back from the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. It's a 14-point Enterprise lead coming out of the timeout. Curtis, what have they done to extend this lead in the third quarter?
Well, a couple of turnovers, missed foul shots, but able to hit they got into that last set. Colton Segmiller came from the offside up to that elbow. Great find to get that shot, but that last move was just incredible athleticism on Segmiller.
They scored 25 points in the first half. They've scored 19 points in 5 minutes here in the third quarter.
Wow, just exploded right now. Right now, North Summit just has to stay calm, possession for possession.
Smith with a step back long 2 off the rim, no good. Richens, that's Tate with a backside rebound. They swing it around to Trevor Richens, a leap and leaner, no good, but a foul called. And Richens will go to the line to shoot 2 as Brady Crouch picks up his third for the Wolves.
And you're right, Tate Richens, a big offensive board for North Summit. You know, sometimes you talk about focus, Robert, and you'd say we want to win the game, but really sometimes you got to say we got to win this next 2 minutes and 40 seconds. and kind of take it down to bite-sized chunks right now. But North Summit not completing at the foul line.
Yep, another missed free throw. Coulter Richens comes into the game for Tate Richens for the Braves. Second one for Richens, off the back of the rim, no good. Bodies hit the floor. Trevor Richens got his own rebound, blocked by Whitman. Now the rebound goes to Jake Smith. He goes back up, no good. Sargent the rebound, blocked by Whitman, and a foul called. And if it's on Whitman, that will be his third. Yes, it is.
That's a big foul right there. Right now, if you're a Braves fan, you got to be hitting these foul shots. What is that? 4 consecutive misses at the foul line for North Summit.
Yep, but Sargent made 4 in a row.
Yep.
He steps up.
Short.
Misses it short.
So that's 5 consecutive foul shots, misses for North Summit.
Foul trouble for Enterprise. 3 for Crouch, 3 for Whitman, 3 for Hunt, 4 for Holt. Second one for Sargent is good. So Sargent makes 1 of 2. He has 14 points to lead all scores. Nolan Johnson comes into the game for Trayson Whitman for the Wolves. 44-31 your score. Enterprise with the 13-point advantage and the ball. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Brady Crouch walks it up, passes up ahead to Randall, right wing Segmiller. High post to Evans. Evans going to drive left side, gets to the low block, puts it up, high off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Trevor Richens. He weaves his way through traffic. Down the left side of the floor he comes. Cut off by Randall on the low block. Hands off on the wing to Sargent. Steps into a 3. Short off the rim. Randall the rebound for Enterprise. He'll bring it the other way. Puts a man on his back. Reverses out. Tries to get it out to Crouch, and Jake Smith knocks it away. Knocked back by Crouch. Picked up by Johnson. Then Johnson tosses it out of bounds, trying to get it back to Crouch.
You know, your Enterprise, just slow it down. You got a 13-point lead. You're in no hurry right now. Get into your sets, get a great shot.
I have that as Enterprise's first turnover of the second half.
Yeah.
Up top with it is Richens. He yo-yos as he directs traffic. Now goes right wing to Smith. Back to Richens. Picks up his dribble, skips it right side to Williams. He's going to drive baseline. Kicks it back out to Coulter Richens for the long 2. Off the glass, no good. Trevor Richens, the rebound, goes back up on a foul called as Colton Segmiller is going to pick up his first foul, and Trevor Richens will go back to the free throw line.
Scenario, you want it, you're behind 13. What greater way to score and catch up with shot clock stop?
They're just 1 for their last 6. First one for Richens here. Got it. Just snuck it over the front of the rim. He has 7.
Yeah, big shot for him. Get back in that rhythm.
Second one.
Looks good.
Got it again. So Richens, after missing his first 4, hits 2 in a row. He has 8 points. It's an 11-point Enterprise lead, 44-33.
11-point lead, nursing a little bit of foul trouble right now.
Crouch across the timeline on the T-Bird logo. Hands off to Randall. Williams comes out on him. Gives it back to Crouch. Guarded by Smith. Gives it up to Evans. Back to Crouch. Dribbles in, nothing there. Tries to get it out to Johnson, able to do so. High post to Segmiller. Spins against Sargent. Kicks it left wing to Evans. 3-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Johnson the rebound for the Wolves. Back to Evans. Up top to Crouch. Right wing to Randall. Pump fake. He'll step back out as they go down the lane to Johnson. Pump fake, he'll drive it against Sargent. Comes back out to Crouch, and they reset with just 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Drew Evans hands it off to Crouch. He'll back out near the timeline. Guarded tight by Richens. Now he's going to drive in on him. Pull up 16-footer from the junction. Nails it. Brady Crouch with 11.
Boy, the senior playing big for Enterprise.
46-33 Enterprise. Shot clock turned off for the Braves with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Richens up top, working against the 2-3 Enterprise zone. Lobs down the lane. Johnson jumps the passing lane and takes it away for Enterprise. Down the floor he comes. Lost the basketball. Hits it back up on the ground. Hits it to Randall. Underneath the Crouch. Bounces across to Evans. Out to Segmiller. Deep 3 on the way. In and out. And a rebound by Richens, and that'll be how the third quarter comes to an end. Through 3 in the boys 2A state championship. It's Enterprise 46, North Summit 33 on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273, or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. To the fourth quarter we go, with Enterprise leading by 13, 46-33 over North Summit. 8 more minutes here, Curtis. If you're North Summit, what do you have to do to get back in this game?
Well, you got to continue to play good defense and limit shots and turnovers, but hit your foul shots. But right now, Enterprise has the ball coming out of the quarter.
Dax Hunt to inbound, gets it into the backcourt to Brady Crouch. So the starters back on the floor for Enterprise. The 3 that were down with foul trouble are all back out there. Brady Crouch with the 1-4 high, goes left wing to Hunt. Hunt guarded by Richens, crosses over, looks to drive right, got cut off, comes back out to Crouch on the logo. Right wing Hunt. Back out to Crouch. Dribbles into the left hand, got cut off by Smith. Picks up his dribble and bounces it back out to Hunt. Hesitation dribble, he'll drive left side. Kicks it to Hunt Whitman, short corner, 10-footer, in and out. And the rebound to Trevor Richens for North Summit. Up ahead to Still Vernon, driving right side, Euro step, off the glass, gets the finish for Still Vernon.
Yeah, what a great finish. Vernon with 4 fouls, cuts that lead to 11.
46-35 Wolves. Randall lobs in for Holt, working on Richens, slices through and he draws the foul. As he goes hard to the floor. Is it on Sargent or Richens?
No, it's going to be on Sargent.
Yeah, Buck Sargent picks up his 3rd foul. Yeah, and that'll send Parker Holt to the line to shoot 2.
He had help, just need to kind of close that door and pin Holt in, but Holt able to split and pick up the foul. So both big guys with 3, Whitman and Sargent.
Holt misses the first one.
7:08 remaining.
Here's the second free throw coming from Holt. Off the rim, no good. Rebound in the corner by Hunt, and then he throws it off of Richens. Enterprise basketball.
Smart play by Dax Hunt. Hustle play. Off the missed foul shots, they come up with the ball.
Left wing Crouch, right back to Hunt. 3-pointer in the corner, off the rim, no good. And the rebound to Sargent. Hunt's 3 shots have been off today, but you just keep thinking one of those is going to drop in. Richens drives the lane right side, countered on the foul for Trevor Richens, and they pull within single digits to the Braves.
Boy, that was a big shot. Athletic shot as he's driving.
And that will be the 4th on Dax Hunt.
6:56, a lot of time.
Yes.
7 minutes to go.
The and one for Richens, good.
Yeah.
He has 11 now for the Braves.
Cut that to 8. If you're a North Summit fan, you got to get a stop.
Under 7 to go in the game. Crouch on the logo. Guarded by Smith. Right wing to Hunt. Out to Holt. Left wing Randall. To Crouch off the screen, fakes right, dribbles left, goes back to Holt on the right junction, skips it across to Whitman, pump fake, spins against Sargent, lost his footing, went to the floor, off the glass, no good. Sargent the rebound, got it out to Richens. Richens up ahead, tries to pass it, taken away by Randall. Randall the other way for Enterprise, drives in, comes to a stop and draws the foul. If it's on Vernon, that will be his 5th.
I think it's going to be on Vernon.
Yes, it is. So Still Vernon, one of the 2 North Summit seniors, will foul out of the state championship game with 6:23 to go. He's had one heck of a state tournament, and unfortunately for him and for the Braves, he won't get to play the final 6.5 minutes. But a standing ovation from the Braves crowd for one of their seniors.
And that foul was set up by the turnover. Got Enterprise back in transition and attack mode. So we're going to see pace. No, we're going to see
Tad Williams.
Tad Williams
into the game to replace him. Coach Priest gave big hug to one of his seniors.
So where's North Summit going to get offensive production scoring right now, Robert?
It's got to come from Richens and Sargent. Left side, Brady Crouch draws the foul, misses the shot, but free throws coming as Colter Richens picks up his first foul, third team foul. Coach Priest doesn't like that one. So Crouch goes to the line to shoot 2.
Crouch, a good foul shooter on the year, and
in and out on the first one.
82% coming in. Shakes his head.
6:20 to go in the game. Still an 8-point Enterprise lead. Second one, got the bounce. He has 12 points. That's the first point of the fourth quarter for Enterprise. Left side high, Richens into the short corner to Smith. Sweeps through, reverse layup is good. Jake Smith with 8, and it's a 7-point game.
What a play, and Parker Holt really couldn't do anything with this foul trouble.
Right wing Randall into Whitman, backing down Sargent, spins against him, puts it up, off the glass, got it to go. Trayson Whitman with 14.
Yeah, Sargent did a good job not reaching, but what a basket from Whitman.
Up top, Richens goes left side high to Colter Richens, to the wing to Williams, back to Colter, out to Trevor Richens, hesitates, goes into the corner to Smith, steps in, 17-footer, air ball hard, rebound tipped by Randall, and he's going to be called for the foul as he came and put his right arm on the back of Colter Richens. That'll be the first on Randall, second team foul.
Unfortunate foul, but I think it's the right call. So Richens will trigger it in baseline now. Big possessions, every one right now. North Summit down 9.
Segmiller in for Holt for Enterprise. Quick 3 for Smith. Short off the rim. Backside rebound. Segmiller for the Wolves.
Boy, it looked good, just a little short.
Crouch up ahead to Hunt. Hunt dribbles in against Sargent. Comes to a stop, puts it up against him. Got it to go. Dax Hunt with 7. Back to an 11-point Enterprise lead with 5:20 left.
Boy, Dax very capable, hanging in the air and hitting that shot.
Down the lane to Sargent. Right wing Williams. He'll rise into a 15-footer from the elbow. Off the glass. Doesn't draw iron. Rebound to Randall.
Now your Enterprise get a little more deliberate. Clock's your friend.
Bouncing to Whitman. Working on Sargent. Puts it up against him again. No good. Crouch with the rebound. He'll dribble out as they reset offensively.
Yeah, the smallest guy in the court comes up with a big board for the Wolves.
Crouch crosses over, drives in, kicks it left corner to Sigmiller, out to Hunt, 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Whitman tips out the rebound and a foul called. It will go against Trayson Whitman, and that'll be his 4th, third team foul for Enterprise.
Just the third team foul on Enterprise.
4:45 to go in the game. Coach Randall looks on. They are going to bring Holt into the game at the next whistle. Richens across the timeline. Left wing to Sargent. Guarded by the zone. He works his way around it. Cut off by Crouch. Out to Smith. To the wing to Trevor Richens. They lob into Sargent. Turnaround shot over Whitman. Off the glass. No good. Segmiller rips away the rebound.
Yeah, big rebound. Battling with Richens down there. Comes up with a big board.
11-point Wolves lead. Randall to the wing to Segmiller. High post to Hunt. Guarded by Richens. Dribbles in against him. Creates some space. Hangs in the air and gets it to go from 8 feet. Dax Hunt with 9.
Keep waiting for Dax to ignite, Robert.
He's using the inside 6 to 8 foot shot to do it.
Yeah, saved his best for last.
Left wing Williams into the corner to Richens. Long 2 off the back of the rim. No good. And Hunt the rebound for the Wolves. Dribbles it off his foot out of bounds.
Kind of an unforced error that time.
53-40 Enterprise leads, under 4 minutes to go in the 2A Boys State Championship. Parker Holt into the game for Trayson Whitman. So maybe a minute and a half. You leave Whitman down?
Yep, I think play will kind of dictate what he can do there. Great play from Richens.
Yeah, drove right at Parker Holt, who's also playing with 4, and Richens gets the left side lay in. He has 13.
That's smart play. He knows he can't foul him. Take it right at him.
53-42 Enterprise. On the logo, Brady Crouch. Right side high to Randall. Picked up by Williams. He'll sweep it through, dribble right side. Goes to Holt, and Sargent knocks it away and gets the turnover. Sargent up ahead to Williams, dribbles in, pull up 10-footer, air ball hard. Segmiller the backside rebound.
Been a big shot, cut that lead to 9.
3:10 to go in the game. Randall, high post to Holt. Picks up his dribble on the junction. Backdoor cut to Crouch, to the corner to Segmiller. Back to Crouch on the wing. Under 3 to go in the game. Off the screen. Crouch will come back up as they reset. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Randall calls the play call. 7 seconds left. Up top, Hunt. Left wing Randall off the screen. Pump fake. Dribbles in. Pull up 17-footer. Short off the rim. And the rebound was by Richens. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. They don't call it. North Summit coming the other way. And Sargent lays it up and in over the front of the rim.
Thought he was going to hammer that, but got the basket. 9-point lead.
Sargent now with 16, and a timeout called with 2:24 to go in the game. It is Enterprise 53, North Summit 44 in the 2A Boys State Championship on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
2:24 to go in the 2A Boys State Championship game. It's a 9-point Enterprise lead, 53-44 over North Summit. Enterprise basketball coming out of the timeout. They bring Whitman back into the game, do the Wolves. Randall has it right side high. McCason Pace also checks in for North Summit. Riding Randall down the lane, he gets it to Whitman. Off the rim, no good. Sargent the rebound for the Braves.
Good big board for Buck.
Richens down the lane. Gets cut off. Puts it up over 3 defenders and got it to go. Richens with 15, and it's a 7-point Enterprise lead, 53-46, 2 minutes to go in the game.
That was a big shot right there.
Brady Crouch across the timeline, guarded tight by Smith. Over to Randall. Hands off back to Crouch. Enterprise crowd not happy with the officiating. Crouch drives left side, gets cut off, picks it up, fades away from 8 feet, off the front of the rim and in. Brady Crouch with 14.
Boy, he's hit big shots tonight.
Richens up top, directing traffic. Goes right side to Smith, into the corner, back to Richens. Open 3, short off the rim. Sargent couldn't quite pull it down with the one arm. Whitman the rebound for the Wolves.
Kind of got coming down at the wrong time. We got that board.
What a pass from Crouch to Segmiller, out to Hunt as they slow it down.
What great court awareness to kick that ball out, Robert, right now. Time's your ally.
1:10 to go in the game. Segmiller with it. Picks up his dribble. Bounces it over to Randall. Randall has it poked away from behind. Remains Enterprise basketball on the near sideline. 1:02 to go. 15 seconds on the shot clock and a 9-point Enterprise lead. And Coach Randall wants to talk about it. 55-46. Enterprise on top of North Summit on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We come to the final minute of this boys 2A state championship game. Enterprise leading North Summit 55-46. And Curtis, now if you're the Braves, you got a big stop, got a basket, but then Crouch with a big play, and Enterprise gets it back with the ball up 9.
Boy, and Crouch has hit some big shots around the basket, hit the 1-3, but right now, execution-wise, I'm impressed with Enterprise. Segmiller gets the ball in the corner. Instead of jacking up a shot there, kick it back out and run clock. Real smart play down the stretch for Enterprise.
Hunt to inbound. Or that's Randall, bounces it in for Crouch, but Jake Smith jumps in front, stole it, but he slipped out of bounds, so it'll be Enterprise ball.
Got the steal on Crouch and then fell down.
They did not reset the shot clock, so they will not say a change of possession. So no turnover either way.
Down 9, you got to go for the steal, and you got to start to.
Backdoor come for Hunt. Pump fake, got Richens in the air, hangs in the air, off the glass and in. Hunt with 11, and it's an 11-point Enterprise lead. 53 seconds to go in the game.
And the fourth quarter has been Daxon.
Yes, it has. Richens down the lane, a leap and leaner around Whitman, gets it to go. He has 17, does Richens, and Coach Priest calls timeout with 46 seconds left. Enterprise 57, North Summit 48. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
.5 seconds to go in the game. It's an 9-point Enterprise lead, 57-48. The Wolves looking for their first boys basketball state championship in 30 years. 1994 was the last one, and they're 46 seconds away from getting it. Enterprise basketball. They have everybody standing out of bounds.
I don't know that I've ever seen that. Have you, Robert?
No. Randall will take the basketball. Now they run everybody deep, and he bounces it in for Crouch. Gets it over back to Randall. Randall up ahead to Hunt. They're trying to foul, and now Hunt will be fouled. And he gets kind of pushed into the bench.
Just momentum from Smith, just going forward, made the contact.
It's going to go on Buck Sargent. That'll be his fourth. Just the fourth team foul, so they have to foul one more time with 41.5 seconds to go in the game. Randall to inbound.
They want to get the ball into Crouch's hand, 80% foul shooter.
They bounce it into Whitman, right back to Randall, and Randall will be fouled by McCason Pace, his third, and Trayson Randall will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Wolves.
And in a game early where 2-point lead was the gold standard, really Trayson kind of was the one that opened that up, right?
Yes. 2 big threes in the second quarter, hit another one in the third. He has 11 points tonight.
Yeah.
In and out of the first free throw.
That's what you get when you get a senior in leadership with Whitman, hit the big shots and kind of open that up a little bit.
Second one is good though from Randall. He has 12. Up the floor now comes Richens. Off the screen, dribbles left side, gets underneath. Lobs in for Sargent, hit the rim though. Rebound by Richens, he goes back up. That's Colter Richens, and he'll draw the foul. So Colter Richens will go to the line to shoot 2, as Colton Segmiller picks up his second foul. The Enterprise student section with the "I believe that we will win" chant with a 10-point lead and 28.9 seconds left.
And the probability factor, if you're looking at analytics, would probably agree with them.
Yeah, I would say so. First free throw, no good from Richens. Tad Williams into the game for Buck Sargent. Coach Priest is telling him to sit right there on that first chair because he's going back in.
Substituting offense for defense. And
second free throw, in and out. Whitman the rebound. Tries to go to Crouch, knocked it out of bounds, and a foul called. It's going to send Whitman to the line. So before the pass, Whitman will go to the line to shoot. Foul goes on Tad Williams, his first.
Whitman, solid game again.
So Whitman steps up to the line.
Only a 56%.
And the Enterprise crowd chanting, "We want Parker." So Coach Randall pulls the senior off the bench to go back in.
Yeah.
As Whitman nails the first one.
Only 56% on the year for Whitman, but that one looked like 100%.
Parker Holden in the game for Colton Segmiller.
Good.
Also coming into the game for the first time, Keston Richens for North Summit. As Sargent also comes back in.
So Whitman, the only non-senior right now for Enterprise on the court.
Second free throw is good from Whitman. He makes them both. He has 16. And a timeout called by Coach Priest with 27 seconds to go. It's a 12-point Enterprise lead, 60-48. They can fill the state title coming to Enterprise. It's a full timeout. We'll take it on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Quick update on the 3A Boys State Championship and of the third quarter. Judge Memorial leads South Summit 60-50 at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. Here in Cedar City, it's a 12-point Enterprise lead, 60-48 with 27 seconds left in the game. North Summit basketball. Pass comes into Sargent. Gets it over to Trevor Richens. Down the floor he comes, up ahead to Keston Richens. Quick three from the corner. Off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound to Dax Hunt for Enterprise. Hunt down the floor, and they'll grab his jersey, and Hunt will go to the line to shoot two with 17 seconds left. Foul goes on at Jake Smith, his first.
All academics right now.
Free throw is good.
But what a fourth quarter for the senior Dax Hunt.
7 points now in the fourth quarter. And they're going to bring Trayson Randall, Parker Holt, and Brady Crouch out of the game. They will all get a standing ovation from the Enterprise crowd. Whitman comes out of the game as well. You got Riker Jones, Nolan Johnson, Segmiller, and Evans in the game. Hunt misses the second free throw. Back the other way comes Trevor Richens. Transition straight away three off the glass, no good. Rebound to McCason Pace, down to 8 seconds. Taken away by Johnson. Johnson over to Segmiller, and Segmiller will be able to dribble it out. The Enterprise Wolves, for the first time in 30 years, are the boys as state champions.
What a team win. Seen them play like this all year, Robert, and now they get a state championship. Not only were these kids not born last time, their parents weren't married.
Congratulations to both Enterprise and North Summit. What a run by North Summit.
Absolutely.
The 5 seed coming in, they knock off the 4 seed South Sevier, knock off number 1 Kanab, and then fall here to number 3 Enterprise in the state championship. But a great run by Coach Priest and his team. They just fell a little bit short here in the title game. Congratulations to them, and a big props to the Enterprise Wolves, your 2024 2A Boys State Champions with a 61-48 win over North Summit. Two teams go through the high-five handshake line. North Summit's wanting to leave the floor, but the event staff saying, nope, you still got a trophy to receive. Great accomplishment, finishing as runner-ups this year.
Yeah, there's quite a few teams that would trade places with you an opportunity to play in this championship game. 15 years ago, they won it on this court. Tonight, second half belonged to Enterprise.
Yes, it did.
Maybe the last 2 or 3 minutes of the second quarter as well.
So the UHSAA will get ready to deliver the trophies to these two teams. Brennan Jackson will give the second place trophy to the North Summit Braves. Standing ovation from the Braves fans. Both the boys and the girls play for the title tonight. They both finished just shy as runner-ups. But a heck of a state tournament run for both of their teams, and a great crowd down here from Colville.
A special night, great tradition up in Colville, not just in basketball, but in sports, and nothing to put your head down being a runner-up in this game.
And now they'll hand off the... They're going to give the Thor's hammer to the SUU's version of the player of the tournament.
See where they're going to go.
Enterprise Wolves win the title. It's going to go. Dax Hunt takes the Thor's hammer. Brady Crouch grabs the championship trophy. A big roar from the Enterprise crowd.
Chance to celebrate, join the Kanab girls with their celebration earlier tonight with the championship game for them.
As the student section rushes the floor, we'll take a quick break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next. 61-48, the Enterprise Wolves are your 2A state champions with a win over North Summit on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Bark is an app that helps families manage every aspect of their children's digital lives. Worried about your 12-year-old stumbling upon something harmful or inappropriate? With Bark, you can block sites and apps. Bark runs in the background, scanning your child's digital activities, and sends you an alert if it detects something you need to know about. While there are lots of options out there, Bark's approach to online safety is one of a kind. You've got this, and Bark's got your back.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University in Cedar City. The Enterprise Wolves crowned the 2024 2A Boys State Champions with a 61-48 win over North Summit. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. And Curtis, your takeaway from this one?
Congratulations to Coach Bud Randall. 30 years ago was Coach Gordon Dotson with players like Greg Farnsworth and Ryan Banks, but today it was a team win for Enterprise.
Yes, it was. Heck of a run for the Enterprise Wolves. They've been knocking on the door for the last several years. We remember when they played in the state championship, I believe it was against Layton Christian, when Dax Hunt and Brady Crouch were getting time as freshmen.
Right.
They played for the state championship when they were starting as sophomores, losing to a very good San Juan team. Last year, the #1 seed, losing on Thursday to the eventual state champion Parowan, and they finally break through with a state title here today over the North Summit Braves in a great state tournament run for the Enterprise Wolves.
And they stayed healthy this year, a little bit of injury last year, but what a great team win. And they got production from so many people. You look at the start, you get Trayson Whitman, you get, big three-point shots, but Brady Crouch, the point guard, really solid today. Kind of, I think, getting them into everything like that. Dax Hunt late, and, the seniors just played real good. What can you say about Trayson Randall tonight?
Yeah.
What about Colton Segmiller in that little stretch?
Game.
And so they just did what they did. Parker Holt, you're always going to get that great defensive presence. He got in foul trouble today, but still an impact player, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, it was. Let's give you the final stats in this one for Enterprise as they get the win. Trayson Whitman, 16 points for a team high. 4 players reach double figures, by the way. Brady Crouch goes for 14, Dax Hunt 12, Trayson Randall 12, 5 off the bench for Colton Segmiller, and 2 points for Parker Holt. As a team, they go 9 for 14 from the free throw line. I have them finishing with 4 3-pointers made and just 8 turnovers today by the Wolves.
Yeah, you talk about spreading the wealth. You get 3 guys in double figures, and unselfish basketball tonight, and smart IQ basketball. I thought they really handled the clock without getting into too much tentativeness. You don't want to take the air out of the ball. You can't too much anymore. But I thought their basketball IQ, and that goes back to their coaching staff and the job that Coach Randall, Coach Truman, and their staff have done this year, preparing them for this moment tonight.
Yeah. Looking at the stats for North Summit, 17 points tonight for Trevor Richens, 16 for Buck Sargent, 8 for Jake Smith, 5 from Still Vernon, and 2 from Macason Pace. No bench points for the Braves in this one. They go 10 for 21 from the free throw line, and I have them finishing the game with 2 3-pointers made, and they also had just 8 turnovers tonight.
Right, and they played a great tournament. I really felt like it hurt them when Steele went out pretty early.
Yeah.
With foul trouble.
With
He's just
6:23 to go in the game.
Yeah, such a high energy player, and that's a big loss for the Braves. But Steele was he played, we talked about, with Steele nerves in the first 2 games and played his heart out. The senior's going to go out with nothing but great memories of a great tournament.
Yeah, that's for sure. The other stats to look at in the first half, it was ties, lead changes all over the place, 6 lead changes, 8 ties in the first half. Enterprise led from halftime on. Their largest lead was 14. They end up winning by 13, and North Summit's largest lead was 2. Both teams' largest lead was 2 for a long time in that first half. 61-48 once again is your final as the teams are getting ready to make their way towards the ladders underneath the basketball standards to have the chance to cut down the nets here in Cedar City.
Everybody's standing around the Thunderbird. We don't know what a Thunderbird is, Robert. Do you know? I've never heard anybody say I was out and I saw a Thunderbird in the tree.
No.
But it's a great logo, and what a great university here. I'm so impressed with hanging around, seeing the students, and just what a wonderful facility. And when I was in high school, it was Southern Utah State College, and now you got 16,000 students. I mean, and they put on a great tournament, very welcoming to both teams, and now
to all the teams. I mean, SU really did a fantastic job,
didn't they,
for this tournament?
From the ticket takers to everybody we've asked for any help, they've just been right there. And credit to Southern Utah and their staff.
So, yep, appreciate what they have brought to the front of this, that's for sure, from SUU. A quick 3A update. Judge Memorial has yet to score in the fourth quarter. 8 points from South Summit. It's a 2-point game, 60-58. Judge leads with 2:40 to go in the game, and that 3A boys state championship happening up at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. So that's a heck of a game as well, down to the wire up in 3A. Congratulations again to all the teams. It's great to make it to the state tournament. 3 teams end the year with a win, and that's it. And of course, the one you want is this one. Enterprise gets it. APA West Valley finished in 3rd, Kanab 4th, South Sevier 5th, Duchesne 6th on the boys' side. In the girls, Kanab three-peats as state champions. North Summit also finishing in 2nd in the girls, finishing in 3rd place earlier today. It was Beaver over Draper APA who came in 4th. 5th place, South Sevier. 6th place, Duchesne at the 2A state basketball tournaments here in Cedar City.
And a little teaser, Robert. Maybe if you check out Mid-Utah Radio this week, you might find an MVP of this tournament from Mid-Utah Radio and a 1st and 2nd team.
Yes, we will. From Mid-Utah Radio, TeamHive.live, we'll have those all tournament teams for both 2A and 3A. South Summit has just tied the 3A state championship at 60 with 1:40 to go in that one. But again, a big congratulations to Enterprise as the 2A state champions. It's the first time in 30 years the Wolves have been crowned the boys basketball state champions, and it is the 5th in their history as they now match North Summit for 5 basketball state titles in their history.
And we've been down there, I think I've done 3 games with Enterprise this year. No, maybe 4. And they've just played team defense the whole game, and so always fun to go down to Enterprise, and 30-year burden kind of, you hate to say it, but it's a relief and it's a joy at the same time.
Dax Hunt will be the first first player to climb the ladder for the Enterprise Wolves. He is a senior. You look at that senior group for Enterprise: Brady Crouch, Dax Hunt, Trayson Randall, and Parker Holt. Just a great career for them and a great finish to it here today. The seniors for North Summit, just the 2. They'll bring back a strong team next year. They do lose Still Vernon and McCason Pace, and a great weekend for them as well, and a great season and career for them as they have their careers come to an end here today in Cedar City.
Yeah, I look at Brady. It feels like this is 6th, 7th year to me.
You got a COVID year.
You got a COVID year. They don't give that, but just minutes as a freshman and just so solid down the stretch. And what an advantage it is to have a quarterback on your basketball team. I mean that somebody who can get them into their sets, somebody who doesn't panic, and somebody who's growing. He added the 3-point shot to his talent list this year, but boy, they needed him tonight, and just really good team basketball tonight.
Yes, it was.
Unselfish.
61-48 your final. The Enterprise Wolves are your 2A state champions. That's going to pretty well do it for our coverage here today from the America First Event Center. But again, we want to give a big shout out to everybody that helped make this possible. So many individuals helping us do this. A big shout out to all of our sponsors. Again, we could not do it without the local businesses throughout the state of Utah, centered primarily in that central and south central part of the state that support everything that we do, and we really appreciate them making it possible for us to do this. At Jason Pipes back at the studio for the radio side of the games, and then of course we've had Nate Palmer on the controls most of this weekend. Tyler Moss has spelled him some. Ira Bowman's been a jack of all trades on the controls, on camera, on the mic. We've had of course the cameramen that have been here from start to finish, and when I say start to finish, we're talking early in the morning till late at night. And those that have been here the entire time, Ira one of those. Got Daxton Lovell, Creighton Shakespeare, Colton Lovell that have been here all day long, all 3 days. Tyler Moss has been here most of that time. Walt Kirksiak has been here for several of the afternoons and evenings being a part of this. Had Cooter Gale here for a little while as well. And so just a lot of great help getting the job done. On the broadcaster side, you can't miss what the broadcasters do. We appreciate all of their help for putting up with me, giving out the assignments over the last 3 days for both 2A and 3A. But great broadcasters. Curtis, you're one of those great ones we've had here, along with Scott Lingford and Dennis Aldridge, Pepper Gale, and Lachelle Moss, each doing some games this weekend as well. And as I mentioned, Ira Bowman. So some great help to get the job done here at the boys and girls basketball 2A state tournaments. And a thank you to each of them and to you, Curtis.
Well, thank you, Robert. Appreciate working with you. I look over here to see Nate. To get more dedicated than some of these guys that put on this broadcast, and Team Hive has just taken off, hasn't it? What a great idea. And so many people, talk to people at home. I have a neighbor who just physically can't get out and come to the games, but we bring the games into the door, and it's a privilege and an honor to do it.
Yes, it is. And so, again, appreciate everybody that helps make these broadcasts possible here throughout the year and here at the state tournament as well. As the Enterprise Wolves are crowned your 2A state champions. The 2 Traysons, Randall and Whitman, just cut down their piece of the net. And again, that's going to do it for our coverage here from the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University in Cedar City. Again, I appreciate everybody and appreciate you, the fans and listeners and viewers, for tuning in and watching and listening to these games over the last 3 days and all season long. Your state champions in 2A, the Kanab Lady Cowboys and the Enterprise Wolves. Again, congratulations to them, their schools and their fans. That will do it for us here today from the Southern Utah University. He's Curtis Marsh. I'm Robert Lovell. Thank you for listening and watching. Have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.